Okay, I think we are here. We are scuffed. But we're at least getting production for this game. Yeah, there we go. It appears we're online. Welcome everybody in to the C4C versus Cancun Coconuts playoff match. We did miss the first map, unfortunately, due to timing issues, but we do coming in here for the end of the first half of our second map of Numbani, C4C. The Chimps are up 1-0 in the series, but as of right now, they are being stalled out on point C of Numbani right now. However, Sonic Activity, the DPS for the Chimps, finding two. Angel's going to go in here looking for everything, but she's going to get swept up by Chad. Chad hitting that sleep now. Angel trying to get away. Is anti-nade and will fall at the end of the day. And now Sonic Rock will clip Lumpy Steel in the end. Has Pulse Bomb. They have EMP Pulse here for a last fight. They might get it overtime here. But Red Cactus has the High Noon. Could potentially pop off here. Looking to use it though. The Pulse goes long, but the EMP does find Pay Dirt. And they end with 0.7 seconds in the time bank. So no matter what happens on the attack here for Cancun Coconuts, we will get another attempt for the C4C. Clutch gene there, the 0.7 seconds. Just what they needed to get that over the line. So let's see here. I can make my little minions make an announcement for me. I'll ping Riddle Dog because he seems to be the kind of guy. At Tiller, make an announcement. Thanks. All right. So I should have announcements to go up here momentarily. Hopefully people join the stream. Again, it is a bit scuffed. It is a bit late. And hopefully everything works out at the end of the day. But with C4C looking to advance here, that did not look into... C4C was kind of forced into this match. I'll see a little bit of an insider scoop here. C4C not expecting this game to be played. Neither were the Cancun Coconuts. Both teams making do with what they have right now. But it appears both teams seem to be at fairly full strength. So not too big of a scuff moment here for our playoffs. The game is a bit low, so I'll go ahead and turn that up. But, yeah, 15. Hell, nah, way too low. Anyway, looking at the comps here for the defense, we are going to have the Ashe and the Echo. Very spammy composition here on the high ground. No mercy here for Sonic Ronix Echo, but they do have EJ on the brig to keep Chad alive in the backline. Poke on the signature Winston. Putting in some work right now, but I'm excited to see. If Zucchini is sticking with this, I thought Zucchini was going to go Ana. Zucchini's Ana is an absolute treat to watch when she does get to play it. But it looks like Cat's going to be picking up that mantle, in fact. No pockets for either Echo here, and Lumpy Seal on the Reaper. Probably looking to poke out Poke. As up on this high ground. But as of right now, both teams playing a spam game, trying to get something done. Lumpy Seal on a bit of a flank here, going for the support line in the back, but connectivity and Sonic Runner putting some work. Angel's a little out of her own right now and going to go down. No help there for the Winston of the Cancun Coconuts. As that's going to be a fight win here for the side of the C4C Chimps here. But yeah, the Lumpy Seal going to get staggered out there. They did notice the position goes out there. Very spooky raid for him to stagger himself a little longer. But goes down. And really nothing to speak of right now. Just some early picks here for C4C on the defense. Holding strong. Numbani is a very tough thing to break. But looking at his ultimate building up here, really no team close to either. Zucchini and Chad being a close flex support. Chad will have his nano first, though, if they keep up this healing pressure. A nice anti, though, from Cat onto Chad. Force him in a weird position, but Sonic Run goes in the back and finds the pivot on the opposite number, with Red Cat is going down. No Echo here for the side of the attack to really try to break this open. Red Cactus, or Lumpy Seal, has to hit a huge arrow here to the noggin of somebody potentially to open this up for his squad. The soft dive not going to land there from Angel. I don't think she wanted to do that. She hit the corner on that jump, but Chad is going to sleep. But the brig shot from EJ keeps up a nice anti-nade onto two members here from Chad. Lumpy forced to back up here, play safe, as both teams looking for a dive, but connectivity finds the first pick here on the Rex in this fight. And this defense seems nigh impenetrable right now for the side of C4C. Really nothing coming together here for Cancun Coconuts. Poke falling low, but just some more nano charge here for Chad. He's going to have that ult for this next fight. Looking at it, both supports ult here for the Cancun Coconuts on their engage, but it's going to be very tough to break this high ground control, especially with Sonic Ronic having a duplicate as well. Probably looking for it onto Angel, which it doesn't. Angel's going to get nanoed though, so an early nano here on Angel. Force off the high ground positioning, but 2 kills early here. A nice sleep as well mid-air from Chad. So yeah, it's going to be a fight win here. The nano was used on the Angel, but she really got nothing for it. We'll eventually find one. Use the permanent as well. Looking to take turn up this. Red Cax finds both. The support line is down. And Angel with a second here. Angel might turn this here. A huge play by Angel. She goes in here, looks over at the Echo. Echo goes down. Angel with a third here. Angel and Red Cactus making this work. Poke does have this Promorizo, so will sustain on point for just a couple more seconds, but the return from Lumpy Seal. A lot of pressure. They nano EJ in spawn. EJ's nowhere near close, and EJ gets pulse bombed as well from Red Cactus. So a bit of a bag fumble here for the C4C as the Cancun Coconuts open up point A here. The Nano didn't get too much, but Angel with the follow-up will get the kills. And looking at the ults here for this next fight, we'll have Bob, we'll have Kasune Rush here. But the Brig rally is probably the biggest thing here, a deterrent here from Angel's dive, unless she goes to go in. But connectivity's Bob will create some space as well for the defense to go in. Sonic Ronic, bit of an awkward position right now, flies right into a wall. Can't do too much about that. Zucchini trying to keep the team alive here, has a nice position on this high ground on the statue, has the Kasune Rush for the engage, but they're just playing this slow right now. Angel going to go for a bit of a soft dive here, has the bubble. Force out of Bob early here. Bob is really nowhere to be seen. The sleep as well from Cat onto Bob, so Bob not going to do too much here. And not even installing the cart, so potentially a waste all for connectivity, as all do is just force Angel to just fall off the high ground, which it looks like she's planning to do anyway. But looking at it here, both our sides just poking and prodding right now. Poke is going to get anted up and forced to retreat here. Sonic Ronic as well. EJ still has this rally here for the engage. The cart is just nearing the bus station. Lumbasil anted up half, but will get healed up just in time. Cat close to another Nano here. Zucchini still has a Kasune Rush, but really no good spot to use it right now. Probably looking to save, but Lumpy Seal with the Storm Mirror on the Sonic Ronic. We'll find another. And EJ uses that rally up on the high ground, though. Will potentially stop Angel's dive here. Angel is nanoed, but it's a 1-for-1 right now as Lumpy Seal goes down. DPS for DPS here. Angel close to his Primal Rage. Is anti in very low, but gets the Primal off just in time. And the sleep, not going to find anything. Can they get him off the map? It doesn't look like it. Forced into a corner right now. At connectivity. And Chad, really nothing coming out of this. Chad gets a nano on a Poke as well. A pick 1-for-1 on the supports here. Very even fight on either side, but Poke has a Primal Rage and finds another kill. Both supports here for the side of Cancun Coconuts are down. But Angel is still here and ready to clutch. Chad in a weird position there. Angel finds it. Red Cactus and Angel could do this here. It's just one-on-one Poke here. With the Primal Rage, does he look to invest it? Yes, he does. But it's just him against the world right now. Can't leave the cart. Lumpy Seal's very weak. One more switch would have done that. One more swat would have done it. But can't quite get that kill. And now it's a 4-on-1 on the cart. Poke very lowly. But EJ has returned here just in time. Sonic has duplicate collectives here onto Angel. Angel playing very safe though. Trying to hide behind the corner. Here comes a duplicate here. We do lose Poke, but they get the Monkey Big turn here. 2 kills right now from the Cancun Coconuts. And that's going to be 3. Make it 4. Eventually a Sonic Rock will fall. And that's going to be point B captured here for the Cancun Coconuts. Some good ultimate uses there. The Nano is just in time here. Angel the Primal able to sustain just long enough and get the kills. And there you have it. Another ult cycle coming up here for Cancun Coconuts. We'll have the Primal Rage and the Pulse Bomb here very soon. And looking at Sonic's swap off the Echo over onto the Genji. I like that swap there. Lumpy Seal going over that hard hit scan to potentially deal with that Echo here in the last couple of fights as we're working out wonders. But Red Cactus and Angel is putting in some pressure on the support line right now. The dart comes in from Angel. Angel close to that Primal Rage, but doesn't need it to find EJ. And with that kill, they're going to connectivity here out the back of that as well, it looks like. In 2 minutes and 20 seconds, the bot continues to move right down Main Street. And Chad falls low as well. The high noon potentially not necessary, but a bit of a flex kill, a bit of a swag moment there from Lumpy Seal on the kill feed. And this is a pretty good attack here from the side of Cancun. They will have the Primal Rage as well as a Nano Boost for his last fight. EJ is antied and can't die, has a rally, but 0.4 meters remaining. And 2 kills from Zuki in the spawn. It's not looking good. The rally is used by EJ, but Angel just battering him into a corner. Zucchini with the third. This fight, Zucchini, the kunai are landing, and the primal mechanics are astounding from Angel. And that's going to be another kill from her. And Zucchini and Angel on this Kiriko, on this Winston, looking superb on this attack in Nambani. They will have about a minute and 30 seconds, minute 41 to be exact, in terms of advantage going into their attack on Nambani. The Chimps did have a pretty good attack on their side as well as their defense on point A, so this isn't over just yet, folks. We could see a 2 or a 1-1 in our 8-9 playoff matchup. Of course, if you are new to the Aurora Overwatch, or I guess Aurora Esports MN channel, you can follow if you're new. You can look at our cool new channel point stuff. I added a few. We'll see if anybody has enough channel points for those, but the Gambling Addict is probably the one that most people are going to look for initially. But looks like we do a 12 years here for the solo cast, so thank you all for joining me tonight. Hopefully you're having a good one so far. And it looks like I have an invitation for a second caster from Paninii, so we'll go ahead and get Paninii in here for our color caster. I'll actually be able to take a bit of a break in the speaking, but looking at both sides here, both of the attackers and defenders going to what worked for them on their respective sides. The Lumpy Seal caster is doing some work in as well, but I'm surprised to see Cat swap over onto the Brig off that Ana. We're seeing the double Flux Pour is working very well, but it is defense, so the Brig is probably better here for that defensive side to keep the Ana alive, especially if it's Zucchini Ana, if keep her alive. It's a powerhouse. Welcome in, Paninii. Welcome.
Hello.
But yeah, we are going into our overtime of Numbani, and both teams playing what worked out for them in the past, and both teams playing the poke and prodding game we see very popular on Numbani A.
Yeah, a significant time make advantage for the coconuts here. With almost an extra 2 minutes. This should look pretty good for them. But if coconuts can break through it right here, they might be able to create an opening.
It appears you're talking to me through a tin can. Is there anything you can do about that? But as I go in here for the dive from Angel, falls very low, but will sustain just long enough to die to this beam of Sonic Ronic. But they do lose out onto that Brand. So it is a 1-for-1 here, but Poke is still in the fight here for the attackers. They can't really go aggressive here. Poke falls so low, has to retreat, get healed on up, and Angel's going to be back in time for his fight to really break out. The Mercy not doing too much here to keep Sonic Ronic alive in the fight. The jump in from Poke, they got touch to point 4 seconds. They're getting body blocked. They're getting a touch here. Just in time, they're doing cat falls, so the break out of the fight, really no help for the Ana. As look to go in here, Sonic Ronic with 2 with the beam, both DPS. And I think point A will probably be captured unless Angel has another clutch up her sleeve, but she falls so low and not much she can do there. And it looks like the C4C are going to claim point A in Numbani. All right, well, I guess while Paninii figures out the mic issues, we'll take over. Connectivity is 99% to this Dragon, but we're going to see a swap here. Just deciding to get rid of the Dragon, it appears, going over to the Genji. Not sure about that one. It looked the Dragon potentially cleared the high ground off for the dive from Poke, but looking at maybe connectivity, liking that Genji, looking for a bit of a more hardware dive here with the Kusina rush from Chad. Cat's in a really awkward spot right now, but Zucchini can give this stick the run the Oh, that's a disgusting C9 from the Chimps. Oh my god. That hurts.
Okay, do I sound any better now?
No.
Oh my god.
It might actually sound worse, in fact. But yeah, you might have been blessed to not see that fight there, Paninii. That was a disgusting C9. They had all 5 members. They used a casino rush, and they all just run off point, looking to get those kills. But it's still technically doable here, as you have a 3-minute basically hold on point A of Numbani, which is of course completely possible. But if the Coconuts whip out this Bastion TP strat with the Reinhardt, it could make things interesting on their attack. Of course, we know Angel is pretty sufficient running these weird compositions with her time with Hodor Master on the Symmetra, on the Torbjorn. They might not be expecting this as well. They're playing like Soldier, they're playing at Genji, so they do not see this one coming at all. If we can get a big rush onto A, it will basically be over, and we'll go to a tied series. But the Chimps did look good on their attack when they were actually touching Carter Point. So we'll see if they can hold them on their defense. Potentially playing for a Nano Blade situation here with connectivity on the Genji here. But no Brig on the defense could make them pretty susceptible to this dive, or I guess this TP dive. Looks like they're just going to do a full rotate around here. And they're just going to speed around. They're taking some. Aurora Raccoon's rotation has been spotted, ladies and gentlemen, in Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 2. They're making their way around town to see if anything will happen. And what is going on? It appears there might be some miscommunication between the sides. Looking to walk on in. I mean, they're just playing so far away right now. Here comes the TP finally, but the anti-nade is there. Cat falls so low. Your type here from Zuki will keep them alive. Oh, a huge turret form from Lumpy still finds Chad. What a pin from Angel. Checks that wall, and they get 2 picks here, and that will probably be point A. The Rio's Raccoon rotation came to fruition, and appears to have worked out for him. A tick is gained, and Pokemon's so weak here. They use the Suzu, but the turret form will be just simply too much for them to handle. Immortality Field as well, and that will be point A given up here for the Cancun Coconuts to take. Chad will find Angel at the back of it, but they do have 1.5 minutes to get to that corner. Imagine what would have happened if you would push the cart a little further if you're the Chimps. You would feel pretty confident now that Angel is down, but you look at the ults here. Angel bent towards that Shatter very quickly. Connectivity in Chad, 40% away from this Nano Blade combo. A big dash on through, though. Connectivity, though, falls very low. And Red Cactus with the big beam is melting him down. And, yep, that's going to be a Numbani. Going the side of the Cancun Coconuts, we have got ourselves a 1-1 series.
Okay, have I fixed it now?
Yes, you sound a lot better.
I'm doing it the last couple of days.
It was good for like a second. Try again, maybe?
Oh wait, it messed up again?
Yeah, you're like, it was bad last couple like, I don't know how to describe it. Alright, while they figure out the, while Paninii again continues to figure out this, we are going over into our third map. I don't have a map break screen because there's a scuffed prod, so you're going to do with this. Just look at the lobby screen. Ooh, it's very cool. You can shout out Cat for their 4-level endorsement, Zucchini for their level 1, and Angel the Toxic Warlord herself for the level 1, so bit rough, honestly. I could potentially open up a very cool little poll. You love polls, and so do I. I could actually do the gambling addict role, but very true. You'd like to redeem merch discount. Well, if only had the points to do so. Alright. We actually have a Who Wins Map 3 up, so do a CC.
I've been told this is fine.
Yes, it does sound a lot better if you don't die out again.
We'll see.
Alright. Feel free to speak your mind, man. You had a whole map to you have a whole map to analyze.
Well, yeah, I mean, all of these have been pretty close. Last map went into overtime. The first one was like, I think it was 2-1, and I think one of the maps was 99-99. So both of these maps could be decided by like one fight going the other way. I think going into this was one of the closer ones we were expecting. You have an 8 seed versus a 9 seed. Whenever those like seeds are really close, you always expect a good match. Yeah, like I personally have noticed Angel's been like putting a lot of work in, especially on the Winston. I played a little bit of the JQ at the beginning. I don't know if you watched that. But when they played the JQ, they actually had Skycer on JQ, and the Coconuts or the Chimps played a little bit better on that JQ. But now that they've committed to this Winston comp, I think there's 2 C teams. The Coconuts have looked a lot better now that they're on this Winston comp.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expect that too. Angel is a very efficient Winston player, but proficient more or less. But and you kind of pair it with
second highest SR outside of Vind in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you pair it with the Zucchini and Cat support lines, very strong for a dive Winston. The Zucchini on either the Ana or the Kiriko, very strong support to keep Angel alive, because Angel does go very aggressive, but seemingly has found the perfect balance between aggression and safety to stay alive, but also make that space for their squad. But also, Paige, if you're still here, feel free to DM me what team you want to go in our chat and when you want to do it, and we'll get that set up for you. 10,000 points. Anyway, it appears so if you're the C4C, where do you go here for your escort pick? Because you don't want to face Angel Winston again. That was very dangerous, you could say. So do you go to more of a Junker Queen style, or do you see if there's anything else you can pull off?
So in terms of the escort maps, a lot of them are like heavy snipers, Sigma comps. I think you avoid that because the Coconuts have looked really good. They actually put Lumpy Seal onto Sigma on those maps and then put Angel onto Widowmaker, and they look really good when they do that. So I would avoid like all of the big sniper maps, so like Circuit Royale, the Junkertown, especially First Point Junkertown is going to be kind of tough. I definitely could see them going to like a more like brawl favored map, such as Rialto. I think they might be able to play really well that Junker Queen on Rialto. But also, when they were doing Junker Queen, they had Skycer in. So we're gonna see if Poke's JQ is as good as Skycer's was. But yeah,
Yeah,
I would probably say like one of the closer quarters maps. So my pitch would probably be for them to go to Rialto.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a good escort map for them to go against
yeah.
against the sea against
Dorado,
the Cancun Coconuts. Yeah, Dorado is probably your best because that probably limits Angel to the Winston, and it was overtime and you did an awful C9. The Chimps could easily be up 2-0 in this series if they just stayed on cart. So
yeah,
we'll see if they decide to keep their same comp in.
So
they do have a pooper though, so we gotta wait for the
big question is: are the Hogs going to try to like mirror that? Like also run? I know Poke has a really good Winston. Are they going to try to mirror that, or are they going to try to run more of a counter dive? Like if they know that the Winston's going to jump in, they can just play to just burn the Winston when he comes in.
I mean, they saw on Nimbani that the counter dive was working well enough.
Yeah.
It was just you keep bringing up the C9, but and you know it's kind of like you said, both these teams are very even in this current composition. So I want to honestly keep it here rather than go to a hard sniper where you can have Angel just carry the squad.
That's what I'm thinking. Is if that's a possibility, you don't want to do that because you don't want to get into a sniper duel against Angel Widow.
Or play against the Angel Genji, just any DPS, really.
Yeah. So we're now looking down the barrel of potentially another Chimps curse.
3-1?
They both have a map now, so...
Yeah, the 3-1 is still up in the air, still available to come by.
I mean, right now there's only two outcomes, either a 3-1 or a 3-2, so...
The infinite universes are colliding into one. Oh, wow, the pooper has returned. Okay, no swaps here for this side. What are they? Oh, I need to just... This is, of course, the one match I don't have a map break screen. We get poop discussion in the match chat.
Yeah, you should have done that. The Chimps, like, I think every single... I've casted a lot of Chimps maps. I think every single match they've had the exact same, like, copy-paste dialogue.
Yeah, I think same thing in their scrims as well. They always have a pooper.
It's always after map 2.
Well, I mean, hey, two maps of Overwatch, a lot of straining, a lot of work. You want to just cleanse out a little bit. Get ready for map 3. You lost a map, you got to get ready. You can't have anything holding you back when you go to Dorado here. Yeah. But it appears we are going to have the Angels showing off the Winston on the defense again. I don't know why you'd switch it. It was working out very well. If they stick on this...
Even though they are in spawn, they are showing the Torb. I think if they want to run to just kind of burn Angel when she jumps in, the Torb's a really good pick. Oh. EJ's having frame issues.
The one time I don't have one. Anyway. EJ's frame dropping.
Yeah, what were you saying was 10k points?
Paige redeemed the 1 hour in our team's chat for 10k points.
So I actually have 10k points. So,
but do you save it for the gambling addict roll for 25k?
Oh, is that a roll?
It's a Discord roll, yeah.
Okay. How did I get this many points? I feel like we don't even. I must have been gambling it. I must have like.
I think you did a lot of gambling.
That must be what it is, because like I don't think I've even been watching enough to naturally accrue that much. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have 25k. I could get the gambling egg roll if I wanted to, but I should just give it to myself anyway. So, are we pausing for EJ or not? All right, they're getting the pause. But we can take a look potentially at the defense comp here for the Cancun Coconuts. They're probably going to run this out. They're going to have Rectags on the Pharah, Cat on the Mercy, and Zucchini on the Kiriko. Honestly, pretty good comp. Lumpy Seal. Probably going to play like a Cassidy or an Ashe, and they'll work out just fine.
Maybe even a Hanzo. Hanzo's been pretty good lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if Lumpy Seal whips out a Hanzo.
It's just if you're expecting the Sonic Gronic Echo, which he's been playing loud this season, you probably go a harder hit scan.
Oh, that's true, yeah. If they are expecting that, I wonder why they run the Pharah. Because I feel like especially before EJ left, EJ was on Mercy too. So if you're going to run an Echo Mercy into a Pharah Mercy, just in terms of the comp matchup, I think the Echo usually beats the Pharah. We'll see if Rect Cactus can like ego duel him, or maybe they aren't even expecting this Echo coming out.
Yeah, maybe not. Of course, we joined for the actual like a quote unquote official cast for when all this pausing shenanigans and stuff happens and poop
Yep.
talk and no, the first 2 maps probably just went by like a breeze and honestly no issues.
Yeah, no, they were great. We were having some like GM, some NS in chat, a lot of good like positivity between the teams, and then now we get this.
We get this absolute degeneracy. Well, all right, hold on. Let's see.
Yep.
I'm thinking what could I give? I wish you could like give channel points so I could ask
What do you
trivia
mean?
questions in chat. Cause I think it'd be fun. But
We should do that. We should do that like in the postseason. We should have a trivia night. Aurora / GWL trivia.
okay. Let's just do a for fun trivia off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll try to think of one. Okay. The longest finals in Overwatch League history was how many maps and what season was it?
I'm pretty sure they were talking about this. Wait, do you want me to answer or do you want chat to answer?
We'll give chat some time to answer. I mean, you could even go type in the chat if you want. I just wanted to be fair, for the people in chat.
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody even knows. If anybody's even around. There's a lot of newbies in chat. Potentially they don't remember.
15, 14, 13. Oh, it's going down. You're scaring them off.
My trivia is simply too much.
I'm pretty sure I saw, I think it was Tyler / Riddle Dog mentioned this earlier. There was an 8-map series. I'm trying to remember what season they said it was. I think it was the Gaming Golem season.
And which one was that?
What is it? Was it season 4? Season 3. Okay, I cheated.
Binning.
Back in Overwatch 1 when you could draw. So were there 2 draws on that map?
Yeah.
Just one? Okay.
That was a not so series. Okay, I got another good one. Who was the first recipient of the Commissioner's Award? Season 1.
Oh. God, I have no idea.
We'll see if anybody remembers.
I joined in season 1 of GWL or season 1 of Aurora. Oh, season 1 of Aurora was.
I think the only person who was here was Caden's in chat. I think he might be the only person from season 1. Oh no, Purple Jesus is here too, or Purple Jesus. So it's probably Mikey. I don't know who that.
Paige wants to go to the Junkyard Dogs chat.
Yeah, we'll give them that after this match.
It was last season. I believe it was Raz and Kerbology.
That's correct, but I was asking for Overwatch League. I wanted the really hard one.
I said Aurora or Overwatch.
I heard. Did I join in season 1 of Aurora or Overwatch League?
No.
Well,
I was saying I joined in season 1 of Aurora, so I have no idea. When you say season 1, we have to talk about the league that we're in right now because Overwatch League is unaffiliated with Aurora.
Yeah, Overwatch League trivia is way more fun because I'm the only one who probably remembers any of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was Angel.
Oh.
Was the first recipient of the Commissioner's Award.
I've been talking to some people about like who we're gonna pick for like specific awards this season, and we just have zero idea who you're gonna pick for Commissioner's Award. Do you already know who you're gonna pick?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I do not.
I was asking if you can give us a hint, but
I'll have to think about it. I'm trying to think of other Overwatch League / Aurora trivia. Okay.
EJ has a Q. What does it mean EJ has a Q?
There's only one 3-time champion in Aurora / Overwatch League history. Name the player.
Oh man. I know a couple of 2-timers.
This is including season 0 of the championship. So it's gonna be very tough for a lot of people.
If I were to take a guess, I know a couple people who have won twice. I would guess Invictus has won like a 3rd time that I just don't know about.
Nope. He was in the finals of season 0 and lost to this player.
I know Invictus has 2. I know Nuttier has 2. Was it Nuttier? I don't think he was around season 1 or season 0, was he?
Nope. We got a guess for Bonesy in the chat. A good guess, but he didn't play in season
That's
0.
also a good guess.
Corey did not play in season 0, but he's also a 2-time champion. It's going to be Meme Supreme, is the only 3-time champion in Aurora history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's such a deep hole.
Let's see. What's other good trivia I have off the top of my head? Wait, EJ joined the game? I'm going to cover more trivia? That's unfortunate.
I got one for
I like
you.
trivia night. We should... Yeah, go ahead.
Who is Booney's favorite player in Aurora history?
That's tough. In terms of skill, I'm gonna say in terms of skill, I'm gonna go Khan. Khan is my all-time favorite player.
Actually, it's Gaming Grandma.
If I was gonna,
my
second one was if I was gonna go off of who I love the most as a person, Gaming Grandma for sure, number 1. I should have asked who is season 0 MVP. That was Gaming Grandma, baby. Absolute swag lord in the DPS just rolls up.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Are we back in?
Oh my god. All right. Thank you for playing Trivia Night. Honestly, we should do a Trivia Night. I think that'd be a lot of fun. We did it before in Overwatch, so we should do it again. Anyway, we're back in the actual game. And on the terms of the attack, looks to be... I don't think Connectivity is probably sticking on this tour for very long. And when we look at the side of the defense, we still... Like I said, Lumpy Seal on the Cassidy. And Red Catch on to the Pharah. So... We've been kind of sitting here staring at the screen for long enough time. I just forgot what Overwatch was. I'm just going to watch Angel dance for a little bit.
Yeah, Angel's been doing that before the maps. Is doing like a little dance.
I think Angel's really trying to get the greetings out.
Yep.
Oh, Poke did it! We got one! We got a greetings! Anyway. Connectivity is sticking on his torp for probably just a second till he sees Pharah, and we'll swap off immediately.
It's really tough to play Torb into the Pharah. You can just get your turret basically 2-shot.
Yeah, that's Aurora Master.
He's staying on it, actually. Maybe he's just going to play really safe until Angel comes in and just try to burn.
Oh! A nice coordinated dive there on a Zucchini. She does hit the sleep over onto Poke, but Sonic Ronk is there for the fall. And they get the res on a Zucchini, but in the meantime, they lose on Lumpy Seal as well. And here comes a recontest out from Poke in the high ground. But they are going to get Zuki out alive, it looks like. They do get the body block from Angel. Will keep Zucchini alive in this fight, so... A pretty, honestly, not the worst fight there in the world for the Cancun Coconuts, but the point is pushing forward here ever so slowly. Angel is just standing there menacingly behind Cart. Poke in a really awkward spot, forced to retreat. Poke falling very low, will have the bubble off. But in terms of Nano Charge, Chad, way ahead.
Yeah, Poke's been playing kind of aggressive, trying to just build up this Nano Charge really quickly. He was doing this last map too, is just play slow for the Nano, and then once you get the Nano, just go all in.
Oh, Zucchini falls very low here. Zucchini is 1, Zucchini is 0, and Sonic Ronic will find another kill on Lumpy Seal as well. Cat maybe going for a bit of a res, but not going to work out. And that's 4 kills here for the C4C. And yeah, Angel just very sad monkey just spinning. But yeah,
Sonic Ronic was like under 100 health for like an entire minute, but was like just getting the peel there. Angel was trying so hard to kill Sonic, and it just was not working.
I'm guessing that's why Lumpy said the whiff of the day. Couldn't get that final blow on a Sonic Ronic.
Yeah.
But look at the ult here. Wreck Cax off the far over onto the Tracer. They're sticking on this Mercy, however. But they have Dupe, they have Nano, they have Valk. A lot to use here.
Now that you're on the Tracer, the Torb's going to get a lot more value. Not only because the turret can't be destroyed as easily, but you can also keep it kind of defensive and just keep the Tracer from going really hard on the back line.
Yeah, not sure about that swap. Poke is going to have the Nano here on the back line, and Wreck Cax goes in, but is instantly met with the Torb turret. Angel is up, but has a problem rage here. Ready to go in here, gets anted up, has to retreat to the safety of the high ground as Poke is just dismantling the backline here with his Primal Rage. They get the Nano eventually on to Angel. She does find both supports in the back. On the recons, finds a third. And just a perfectly timed nano, and they used the Valkyrie there as well. Not sure that was necessary. Potentially maybe a bit of a panic ult trying to keep Angel up in the fight, but they do win nevertheless. And they forced out 2 ults from the side of the C4C.
Yeah, and I think the 3 actually, because the primal was used really early there. Oh, wait, you're talking about C4, the Chimps. Yep. But yeah, like, if you're defending here, you need to be able to stabilize on that high ground. So I think using some more ults might not be a bad idea, especially if it's just Valk. You just need this high ground on defense. It's so important.
Angel forced her chip to the safety of the high ground right now. Lumpy's in a really awkward spot right now. The stick comes in from the magnetic grenade, but the duplicate is there. Over onto the Winston. Lumpy still has his high noon. Didn't quite land. The bubble jumping from Sonic is just simply too clean. The Molten Core, however, does find it's a 1-for-1 on DPS right now, but the cart continues to move forward. Cat's in a really awkward spot right now. She can't find anybody. Cat, someone help. Looks like she'll eventually go back to the safety of Zuki, and a big sleep on a poke. Kenty falls so weak in the backline. The counter dive out from Angel. Magnificent in the backline. Wreck Cactus as well cleans up the kill. And yeah, Angel's in the backline, gets slept, but might have Primal if they need to use it. Looks like they'll get out with plenty of time.
Yeah, Angel's just building this Primal so quickly that she just used it at the beginning of last fight and already has another one. She's just going really hard on the backline. Both Winstons are just opting to trade their backline instead of trying to focus the supports. And I think Angel's getting a little bit more follow-up with this Tracer than with the Torb.
Yeah, Angel jumps in, forces Prime Rage pretty early here, but we'll say pretty nice and strong. And gets the Primal Rage onto Chad, gets the Ana out of the fight, no nano build up there. And it looks like it's going to be another fight victory here for the Cancun Coconuts. A quick E from connectivity will get them back to the spawn. Oh, Angel 15 HP! But that's just free nano charge for Zucchini for his next fight. And this ult cycle continues to build.
Yeah, both Winstons are going to have nano. Poke does have the primal when Angel does not, so we'll see if Poke opts to use it here. But the nano, between the nano and the primal, Poke should have a pretty high uptime on this Winston here.
They're trying this again, this rotation over on the back line. They know there's no primal rage from Angel this time, but they will have the nano. Turret is going to go down here, so now Wreck Cactus has a bit of an entrance into the back line if they just so choose to dive here. But yeah, they're just kind of staying there menacing. The nano comes in, and Chad goes down very early. They might try to get a res off as they get the neck pick over onto the Ana, both out of the fight. The res, however, from Zucchini gets her back in the fight. Sonic Crack with a duplicate here over on the Cassidy, but can't quite find anything. Zucchini just simply too elusive right now as Wreck Cactus is in the backline with Angel, getting the final blows, getting the kills. And that's probably going to be another fight win here for the side of the Cancun Coconuts, as C4C really seems to have no answer for this dive of Angel and Wreck Cactus.
Yeah, Angel was basically playing that fight really well, was trying to take as much damage as she could, and then because she knows she has the support ults that can back her up, playing really aggressive, and then was able to clean that up with a really early kill onto Chad there. AJ does swap over to this break here, which I think is going to get a bit more peel on the backline here.
The new nano poke in here does dodge to sleep with the bubble. Cat falls very low here, but Cat does get the healing. Cat still alive somehow through all this. Cat hitting the mercy movement. Getting 11 Wreck Cats with a huge double pulse in the back. And Angel falls up on that extra damage as well. Poke is just trying to kill Zucchini, but the mercy pocket is just simply too good from Cat. And the sleep lands. And so many ults used there for the side of C4C and no value found.
They did swap off here. I think these swaps are actually really good, but I think they're coming a little bit too late. They do swap on this this Sojourn, I guess to get a little bit more long range damage. But the Genji's going to work really good. Can actually go in with Poke and follow up on the damage onto the backline of the Coconuts here.
Lumpy Steel with the high noon, but gets stepped out of it, but connectivity will fall. So 1-for-1 on DPS right now. They do have to touch the point. Looks like they are going to get that here in time. Angel with the primal rage in the backline, looking to put some work in right now. Chat falls very weak, but the dive from Cactus is there. Just going to batter him around as the DPS does get red here from Cat. Lumpy Steel back in the fight to sleep, though, from Chad's going to land over, and Sonic Rock gets the pick on Lumpy Steel yet again out of the fight. Not too much Lumpy can do. And there's 2 kills here for C4C, as the Brig is simply too strong on Cart. And that's going to be a fight win here. The Cart will finally push forward, but they will have one more fight here, and they will have the Valkyrie to recontest.
And there's also, if connectivity and Chad can build this Nano Blade before the next fight starts, that might actually be their win condition here. Lumpy does swap onto the Pharah. It's going to be really difficult to kill the Pharah. The Ana and the Sojourn, I guess, are the only ones that can hit it, but that is kind of tough to hit a Pharah with the Railgun or with the, I guess, the primary fire of the Ana.
Lumpy's up in the sky, putting some pressure down on Chad in the back line. Chad falls very weak here, but EJ goes down first. EJ almost closes that rally, and the C9 again.
There's no way.
One of the C's in C4 must stand for C9. I don't understand what's going on here. We have Angel planning their vacation in the match chat. And the only person people responding right now are the Cancun Coconuts. Nothing but silence, and it is deafening from the C4C side. I don't know.
You know what I noticed about that? I feel like every single fight, the Chimps killed someone really early, and then every single fight, Paige rezzed them. Like, we're getting a ton of like just mercy rezzes that were just kind of going unpunished, and I feel like that was a huge difference maker.
Yeah, and it was a lot of time. I don't want to call him up, but it was Lumpy Seal a lot of time. But that's just because Angel and Recax didn't die in the back line. So he's like the only person that could die on the team. That is Zucchini. But looking at the side of the defense here, we have connectivity over onto the Ashe, but no Mercy Pocket form. Do you like that selection? Do you like the break over the Mercy here for the protection of the Ano over the DPS carry of the Ashe?
I think the idea that the Coconuts are going for is basically all into the back line, and I don't think Cat should go Brig here if that's what their plan is. But if your plan is to go all in on the back line, you either have to match that from the Chimps and go in all in on the Coconuts back line, or you have to play really like hard peel. I think they're opting to play more peel here, so that if they're able to like keep the back line alive, it should be good here.
Oh, Angel early right away gets the pick on the EJ.
I think Zuki had a really good setup nade lined up, and they were able to just punish EJ there.
Yeah, the Sonic Arrow as well as the nade on top of that. So much utility in that corner, but gets the opening pick over on the Brigida, so EJ out of the fight. Not much they can do here. Angel going again aggressive in with the help of Red Cactus. There's so much space being created right now for Cancun to use, and Angel is just not taking really any damage right now. Playing very well around their corners, and connectivity is in a really awkward spot. Does have the coach gun, but not good enough as Zucchini lands the final blow. And I mean,
Tracer duel right here. Sonic Ronic wins the Tracer duel versus Rex Cactus.
Poke jumps in on the cart right now, trying to put some pressure down over onto the Brigida on the other side. Poke is antidote. Force play pretty slow here. Connectivity swap over onto the Hanzo off the Ashe, but EJ falls weak yet again. Lumpy still on the flank. We'll find that kill. And now Chad left alone on cart right against a very angry Winston. Angel has primal if they need it, but I don't think they do. As Lumpy still with another in this fight. It's a part of continue with two here. Both DPS are down. But I don't think they can really recontest, very well, as it's just Poke on point, and yeah, Angel just zoning out the rest of the members of C4C, and that's going to be a very early point cap for the side of the Cancun Coconuts.
Yeah, 5 minutes, and you only have to win probably 2, maybe 3 fights. This is going to be really difficult for the Chimps to hold here. And Poke dying really late means that they don't have this like high ground prio here. They are trying to take it back right now, so that's going to be good if they can set up on this high ground here.
It's going to be really hard to dislodge Angel, though, because she has this Primal Rage, so...
They really have to do something about Rect Cactus. Rect Cactus is putting in a lot of work on the back line of the Chimps here.
The Nano comes in here. Chad falls so weak. A big nade, though, to keep themselves alive in the fight, but Sonic Ronic finds Zuki first, so it's 2 kills here for the side of the C4C, and it looks like they're kind of doing the same thing that the Cancun Coconuts did to them. They're taking this fight in choke, in main. They use the Primal here from Angel. Thinking Recax is alive, maybe turnable. But 5 ults right now for the side of the C4C, and this Primal's not getting any of them out.
Yeah, Wrecked Cactus, that fight was taking like a 3v1 in the back line. And then Angel was just trying to stay alive there, but...
The Nano on the Poke, but gets slept by Zucchini. Angel's in the back as well. The Bumble just slides off the roof. Not much they can do, but Cart does continue to move forward here, as Poke is 1v3 in the back line, forced to retreat here, get some heals up from Chad. The Nano did get slept, but did keep the Primal Rage. The Pulse Bomb is going to land on a Zucchini and get the out of the fight. They do lose Sonic for the recontest. However, the Cart continues to move forward here as Wreck Cactus is just uncontested right now. Finally, connectivity drops down and push some help on this Tracer. Force out a recall, and the dive in the back line is working. They're getting the kills. Poke use that Primal Rage. The stick, though, from Wreck Cactus. Might just turn this as now we have the rally from Cat as well on point. We'll keep the team nice and healthy. The remaining members, Angel is antied, but is going to stay alive here pretty easily, as is now just Cat on point against Poke. Wreck Cactus putting in some work right now, trying to keep Poke off the back line, as it looks to be working out. The nade comes in, not gonna land, but Rekcast goes down. EJ has rally if they need it, but I don't think they do right now. They are gonna pop it here, just to basically confirm this fight victory. But no kills are really coming back as Chad finally finds Lumpy Sue, who swapped over onto Farah for this fight. The Brigs are gonna run into each other and fall onto the floor. Cat falls very weak here, and then finally goes down as Poke lands on them. Angel has Primal Rage. Do they decide to invest it? It doesn't look like they are retreating, but 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the time bank. But the time bank is dwindling here, Paninii.
These fights are really scrappy, and them going long is actually really favoring the Chimps here. They're just managing to burn more time off the time bank, and they already have burned through half their time bank, and it's really only been like maybe 2 fights. Lumpy still does swap onto the Farah.
Oh, the sleep, but they wake him immediately. Angel goes in with a Nano Primal Rage, trying to put some work down right now. Continue falls so low. The Pulse Bomb, though, not gonna find anything, but Cat will go down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Cat, the Brig, way more valuable in this selection, in this situation right now. Zucchini falls low as well. Both sports are down for Cancun. And I think it's going to be another fight victory here for the Chimps. Unless Angel has a clutch up their sleeves. Doesn't look like his Poke has the Primal Rage and the sleep again from Chad onto Angel. Angel looks like they might be going for a quick reset. No, gonna go back in here. Built towards that Primal Rage yet again. But very sad Monkey on point. And again, just draining more time off this clock. 2 minutes now in the time bank. And the ults are starting to build again for C4C.
Yeah, Chad had an incredible like fight there. Everyone was super low. He managed to keep everyone up. He got the sleep on an Angel who had Primal, or he was I think he was just jumping really aggressively there, and then got like a last second nade to save Sonic Chronic in that fight there. Now we're going into this next fight. Really not going to be any ultimates here. Both Brigs are probably going to have their rally, but that's pretty much it. It's really hard to engage off of the rally against these comps.
Rakash is forced to use a recall very early, and Lumpy Steel goes down. Lumpy Steel without his pocket is really struggling into the Ashe, into the Ana. There's just too much pressure for us far to really deal with. May just try and build it for a last-second barrage for a fight victory, but that can be slept, that can be shot. Lumpy Steel swapping again over on the Soldier 76 off of that Farah, and now you only have Cat's rally to use here, and now the ults for C4C are really close to completion, and now 52 seconds remaining in the time bank. Angel falls so low here. Angel trying to build that Primal Rage very quickly, but Angel 1 HP can't build in time, 90%. They did use rally, but connectivity lands a shot on a Zucchini in Church.
And what's really important here is Zuki just died, so that means you're not going to be able to finish accruing this Nano. So if the Chimps opt to, they can go Nano really aggressively here. They're going to have 4 ults here, and the Coconuts are really only going to have 3. Zuki might be able to build the Nano late in the fight, but if the Chimps decide to go fast, they can really go fast and try to punish the backline really aggressively here.
Looks like maybe what they're planning to do here is Pokeball is very aggressively positioned here in the front line, looking to get that kill on Zucchini force of the nade. The rally comes out from Cat, though. Will keep Zucchini nice and healthy, and the Pulse Bomb's going to land during rally. They lose out on that momentum, however, so 1-for-1. Bob's on the point, though. Can he find the kill? Both sports are down here for Cancun, and this might be just a disaster. An all-time bag fumble. Angel has a clutch up here. Primal Rage goes down, and the sports are back here for C4C. And the spawns are just simply too far right now for Cancun. And oh, what a 5-minute time bank dwindles away. The C9 not nearly enough. And the Chimps sends to match point.
Do you think the Chimps were like calculating exactly how far they had to push the cart before they could just all get off the cart at once? You think that was planned?
It appears they almost had that with Nambani too, if they didn't see. They just keep calculating where they need to go. Okay, guys, we need exactly 0.3 meters to get this win. There are many hours of auto view and scrim. I prepped them for this.
I am really confused why they swapped off of the Mercy onto the Brig. The Coconuts did, because they did show the Farah. I think they played the Farah for like 2 or 3 minutes. I think they could play the Farah if you were able to pocket it with the Mercy, but it's really hard to play the Farah without the pocket into an Ashe. So yeah, I wonder what their plan was with that.
And just like when you're that low in time bank, you can't really play mystery heroes like Lumpy Seal was. Just constantly switching characters, couldn't build up that final ultimate. Again, maybe the Far wasn't doing too much work, but that barrage could force out utility, could force out positioning, that could have won that last fight for you. There's just a lot of what ifs there. It's 5 minutes of what ifs basically, because there's a lot of things that happen in 5 minutes to get that time bank from 5 minutes to 0, of course. But C4C, a stalwart defense. The Iron Curtain stood strong, and nobody could get through. And now we're going over onto push. We're going to New Queen Street, and the swap from Angel going over onto the DPS here.
Yes. So I mentioned this earlier. I think that's probably what they're going to run out with is Lumpy Seal on the Sigma and then put Angel on a hit scan. Maybe not necessarily a Widow on this point here, but you definitely could play
A Genji, a Sojourn, yeah, just
even a Tracer would be really good here. But yeah, that's Angel is really good. So if Angel is able to like outduel the DPS on the Chimps or just put a lot of pressure onto the backline of the Chimps, that might be another win condition they have. They might be trying this out to see if maybe they can unlock something with Angel on DPS here. Oh, there's actually a lot of channel points here.
And there's going to be a couple of swaps on either side right now, so we'll wait and see when we get in our map. I'm trying to think of more trivia because we're kind of sitting here with nothing to do. Let's see. I gotta think of one that's like pretty close to right now. But I don't want to go to Aurora Season 1 because this one was too easy.
Okay. World Cup trivia question.
No. I got one.
You got one, okay.
In Season 5, I think it was it 5.5? Was it Cantaloupes or was that Season 5? Well, whatever. The Canto Cantaloupes went on an absolutely monstrous win streak, but they lost in Week 1. To which team did they lose in Week 1 to? Our eventual champions lost in their Week 1. Who was the team they lost to? And Flambo Jambo gets it correct. Hawks Nation, baby. The St. Michael Hawks. The team that would have won it all, obviously, if they just stuck together.
Undefeated in the regular season?
I thought the Hawks lost once.
Well, they lost in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
I could have sworn they were undefeated.
They might have been undefeated. I thought they might have had like one game where they had some ringers and they couldn't get.
Yeah.
Hawks were 6-0. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Yeah, they lost to the playoffs to the Ringers, the Rialto Ringers, who would go on to win or would go on to get second place against the Cantaloupes. Imp's best team regular season. I think the St. Michael Hawks like to have a discussion with you. Anyway, look at both sides here. Angel over on the Sojourn, Redcash on the Genji, and Lumpy still playing that Joker Queen. Both teams playing this Joker Queen right now. It's a mirror match except for the Lucio and Mercy right now on New Queen Street. And honestly, I prefer the Lucio with the Joker Queen. Gonna go here very aggressively. Redcash just goes down, and yet this dive is working out very well right now. Poke on this off roll of DPS. Geiser with the knife is gonna land the kill on a Lumpy Seal. The Sousa just in time there from Chad. Keeps his team in this fight. And there you have it. That's gonna be the bot will be claimed right now, but they can't lose these picks. Her Angel is full charge. She can't quite land it though, but Skyster's very aggressive right now in the front line, but is Joker Queen, so she's basically unkillable if you're close enough.
With that fight there, Lumpy Seal used the shout out of spawn, and because of that, Skycer between the Lucio speed and the shout speed was able to like go really quickly into the backline. They're running the Mercy instead of the Lucio, so the Coconuts are a lot slower. If the Chimps identify this, they can just play really fast into the backline of the Coconuts here.
The TP of the Suzu is used there, so we could see a pretty aggressive push here from the Kinko Coconuts. Skycer falls so low, but gets healed up just in time for the squad. 70% to this Casino Rush, a big event, but Cat has a Valkyrie already, and they're going to use that to their advantage here, going in very hard here with the damage juice, with the healing, and Lumpy Steel will find two Angel clocking in with one of their own. And that's going to be a fight win here for the Cancun Coconuts, but 30%, 38 meters here is nothing to scoff at, and we will see probably another fight for that is overtaken.
Yeah, and where they are right now, the Chimps should be able to contest this even before the lead. They lose the lead here. So if they're able to win this fight, they might be able to start to get a pretty sizable chunk out of here. You do have the Blade coming up, and you have Angel in this overclocked. I would be really scared of this overclocked here.
The Casino Rush and Overclock are used on both these sides here. Angel with the pocket tries to keep him alive. The beat comes in as well from EJ. A lot of ults being invested here right now from the side of the C4C Chimps. But it looks like it's working out. Cat, can she stay alive? Cat just trying to hit the super jumps as long as it possibly can. The bot, however, has been stolen this entire time. It's moving backwards. And now Lumpy Seal's alone with no friends on cart. Redcash forces retreat. Zucchini will hit the TP to get back to the Genji in time. But the bot will continue to move forward here for C4C.
The Coconuts have 3 win conditions here. The Blade, the Kitsune Rush, and the Rampage can all be used to win a fight here if they manage to hit a big one. Chad's really going to have to time this, the Suzu with the Rampage. If they're able to get that out and use the Suzu, that should be really good for them.
Here comes the blade early, though. We'll find Angel. So good start from Poke here with the blade. Really nothing they can do to keep him alive. And now Zuki is being just run down in the streets. As C4C playing very aggressively. They force out the Suzu early, use that blade, and get the kills. And a great fight in there for C4C as they got the checkpoint and continues to move forward.
The Chimps did opt to use the blade and the rampage, which is kind of expensive for that fight, but since Push is so much about momentum, it's really good for them.
And it I don't want to say it's Jover already, but it's not looking too good here if you're a Cancun fan. As Lumpy might get staggered out here, Lumpy just got to get back into spawn. Looks like they will just in time. But 90 meters ahead counting here for the side of C4C. Red Cactus has to hit a massive blade here.
I definitely would not bet against it here. The Kitsune Rush also comes out too.
But a nice kite comes out right now. Here comes a blade from Red Cactus, but the Suzu can't get the slash, can't get the eel. They do lose their Junker Queen though. So it looks like C4C is forced to retreat as the res comes through as well on the Red Cactus. So that's going to be a retreat call here. And the staggers are pretty big here for the side of the Cancun Coconuts. But with 100 meters there, C4C got a pretty comfortable blanket to play with now for the rest of the map.
Yeah, and now it's starting to look a lot more in the favor of the Coconuts with these ults. The Blade is coming out soon from Poke, but other than that, they're really only going to have these 2 support ults coming out. If the Coconuts can kite this or like play slow enough to just wait out the ults, that should be really good for them.
If Lumpy can hit a pretty big rampage here, could be the checkpoint garnered here for the Cancun Coconuts. They have to win a lot of fights in a row here, basically, to tie up C4C. Here comes the swing on through. It's a 4-man anti, but the beat comes in. Keep him up nice and healthy. But Skies are falling so weak here in the front line. Has to get that Mega. The Bob is well placed. We'll find Poke before he get that blade up in time. The Casino Rush is on point, but Lumpy Seal has the shot to keep him nice and healthy right now. Cat with that Valkyrie in the sky, keeping the team up. The bot is not really moving in the direction they want to, though, but Angel will find one. They do lose Zuki, however, so both Kirikos are gone for both our sides. But with the Dark Queen going down here, as Lumpy Seal asserts that differential, that's probably going to be the fight win. And the res through the barrier there from Cat on a Zucchini. That's going to be another fight win for Cancun. And C4C starting to crumble, but it was an expensive fight win.
Yeah, now we have this, the Rampage is coming out, but with the Kiriko, you really only needed, if you hit a really big Suzu, you really only need to hit that to counter the right Rampage. So we'll see if Zuki can play the mind games with Skycer here to see if he can bait out that Rampage, just use the Suzu, or vice versa. Other than that, we do have the Blade here, so we can see who has a bigger Blade if they decide to use it.
The Blade comes in. Poke, not going to find the final blow, but we'll get the dash reset. And Red Cactus tries to go on in. And that's going to be 3 kills for C4C. And forced to retreat right now. Zucchini trying to stay alive as long as possible, but not long for this world. But they will have the Blade for the recontest. But they are walking to Overclock as well as Rampage.
Yeah, and the beat is also coming up soon. They might be able, if there's a lot of ults coming out, that beat might be enough to weather them through. Or if they want to use it aggressively, they might be able to save it for later and then just try to use it really aggressively after you get out some of these big ults from the Coconuts here.
Yeah, it looks like the Coconuts not really pushing their advantage there, and allows EJ to build this beat just in time really for this fight to really break out. Here comes the Blade out from Rat Cactus, but the Radical Slide from the Sojourn will certainly get you differentials. 1-for-1, but 2 kills right back in favor, as well as the beat on top of it. The Bob thrown out, but I don't think he's doing too much right now, as well as Skycer with that Rampage. So much anti, so much bleed getting thrown down on enemy squad. Oh, Skycer didn't realize the Bob was there, and Zucchini will get the final blow. Has a Casino Rush. But the Suzu was just not in time, just a millisecond off to get that. And Red Cactus swaps over onto the Torbjorn of all things here to put some pressure on Poke, it seems.
I think the Chimps are going to give some space here. They are down their Junker Queen, so you just need to wait for the Junker Queen to come back. You can't really take this fight without that. Lumpy Seal is really close to this Rampage. The beat also was already used, so really it's only that Kitsune Rush you have to watch out for. Or the Suzu you have to watch out for from the Kiriko.
Yeah, if the Suzu goes down, this could be a pretty easy fight win for Coconuts, and they could bring the momentum into potential rest of the map. I mean, Poke goes down early in the Casino Rush. It's a 4-man anti there from Lumpy Seal with the Rampage. The Suzu comes in, but it doesn't seem to matter as the kills are coming in favor, and very hot and heavy in favor of the Cancun Coconuts. And now Sonic, a nice knife from Lumpy Seal, brings the Soldier back in the enemy team. And now only 40 meters separating. It's one fight territory, and no team has any ults. So it's just a mechanical battle here, and honestly, I'll take Angel any day on that one here.
also, we really got to look at the Junker Queens. If it's neutral fight, the Junker Queens are probably going to be the deciding factor here.
Oh, big dynamite, though. Force out an early shot from Skycer. And now, just 22 meters separating. The Zucchini gets open to pick on Sonic Rock. It's a good start. I might have spoken too soon. Like you said, that might be all they need. And there's slowly walking forward. Another nice dynamite from Angel. Will force them to place very slowly. They will get the contest here. 5 meters separating both these squads here. The engage with the shout comes out here. Poke falling very low. Poke close to this blade. Will be the only ult on the field and get that off. EJ falls solo but gets healed up just in time. Sonic on the high ground. Could be enough. Here comes the blade. We'll find one. Angel goes down. Can they get the res? Both these teams got played to separate that, but it's a 2-man blade. And just barely 4 meters separating the teams. And now a minute and a half. Angel swaps over onto the Genji themselves. But Skycer has the rampage for his next fight.
The Chimps have all the tools they need to be able to hold on to this. They have the beat. Oh, Poco's AFK. Poco's AFK.
Poke goes AFK.
No. I was going to say that the Chimps have all they need to win the fight. They have like 4 ults that are going to come up soon.
Poke calling dirty. Well, my man, you went AFK in front of a window in front of the enemy spawn. I don't know what you want him to do there. But they have Valkyrie for the recontest too.
That might be because they also are they going to get the spawns back? That's basically a fight right there.
Yeah, they get the spawns back for that as well. Poke will find Cat with the dash through, but Zucchini finds a final blow. The supportive combat, but so many ults on both our sides right now. Sonic Ronic with that tactical visor. Oh, the rampage comes through from Lumpy, so but it might just be too late. Too many picks in favor of C4C. As I look at Skycer have their own for the recontest here. 30 seconds remaining here. And 4 meters between these teams. This is such a close map.
That would have been really nice to be able to hold onto that rampage there. But they do have a lot of ults here. Lumpy still swaps onto the Rhine, which does actually play pretty good into the Junker Queen in the 1v1. Also, Cat swaps to the Lucio, which I'm surprised they're doing that right now.
Casino Rush comes out. They get the opening pick on Sonic Rock. So good start right now for Cancun. As they're able to hold on to this Molten Core, it appears they're going to have Blade and Molten Core. Both DPS ults will be ready for his last fight. As only Skycer's rampage here for the final contest. This could be a huge comeback. We could be seeing him at 5.
Angel has the Blade.
This Molten Core, the point, and the Blade, it looks like it might be over.
The JQ is going to have a rampage too, so you got to watch out for that.
This would be a huge comeback for Cancun if they're able to pull this off. 4 seconds remaining. Here comes the Blade out from Angel as well as the Molten Core. We'll find 1, we'll find 2. Skycer can't get the thing off, can't get the rampage. Chad will find 1, but it's not going to be nearly enough, and we are going to a map 5. Somehow Cancun brings that back. Impressive stuff on push.
Yeah, I expected the Lucio to come out a lot earlier, but they do eventually go to that. The Rhine is really interesting. Rhine does play pretty good into the Junker Queen, and they just didn't have time to adjust for it. So that I don't know if that was planned or not, but that was still like a pretty good move from Lumpy Seal to swap onto that Rhine there.
Yeah, just a brawl on point. It's 4 meters. You're gonna come fight me, basically.
Yeah.
And now, where do we go for map 5 here? If you're C4C.
So it's got to be a Koth map.
Yeah.
So I think they've been struggling in the Winston mirror. So I think they're going to try to go more of a brawly point. I would probably say for them either Nepal or potentially Lijiang. I think when I think of brawly Koth points, I think those are the first 2 I think of. Outside of Antarctic Peninsula, which they already played. The problem with all of the Koth maps is there is one point where Winston's really good on pretty much all of the Koth maps.
Not Antarctic Peninsula.
That's already been played, so they can't.
Well, I was here for map 1. So.
Yeah. And then also, if they do that, are they going to put Angel back onto tank? Because if they do that, they I don't know if they put in Lumpy Seal because they like Lumpy Seal's Junker Queen better, or because they like Angel's DPS better. But I wonder if they're gonna stay to that because that's how they won last point is with Lumpy Seal on tank.
I think they like Angel's DPS paired with a Junker Queen better.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of both. Is they want to run Lumpy Seal on JQ, but then also Angel on DPS. So I don't know if they're gonna stick with that, but they definitely could.
I mean, honestly, would you take the 8-9 matchup to go any other way other than a map 5?
Yeah, I know.
There's like a 1 point or 1 map differential between these teams, so both these teams very close. And, hopefully they can bring some momentum in the next round and potentially pull some upsets. But, hey, well, since we're sitting here, Paninii, let's go ahead and make some predictions, right? Some bracket predictions.
Bracket predictions, okay.
So, if you're the Red Pandas, and
Yes.
who do you take? And you can say upsets happen. You can say just like the favorites win, whatever you want. Who do the Red Pandas pick?
Going into this match, without knowing how this match was going to go, I think the theory is that they would have picked the Chimps. Not only because of the seeding, but also I'm expecting the other two matches, the higher seed to win, just because that's usually how it happens. And if the higher seed wins, like I don't think the Pandas are going to take the Dogs. I don't think the Pandas are going to take the Overwatch team. I don't think they're going to take the Shapeshifters either. I would think that they would take the Chimps, especially because this has been so close. But also, it might be the Shapeshifters didn't look as good last match as I thought they would, so they might think about picking the Shapeshifters over the Chimps. But
the only thing you're scared of with the Overwatch team and the Shapeshifters is the meta swap, right? We don't know what this next patch is going to be. It's not going to be Junker Queen. So I think we can both agree that the Pandas probably take the winner of this match, probably regardless.
Probably. Yep.
But I think we both agree that Nessies are stuck with the Dogs. Am I right? Are we both on agreement with that?
We'll see how the Dogs look.
I think the things you got to worry about too is how do the Dogs do well in the next meta?
Do they even win? You gotta think about that.
Yeah, I guess so. Do they even win? Because they face off against the
GOAT Roseville Raiders.
Hey, I mean the power of friendship can come through in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, I've heard that I don't know if I'm allowed to say this for a fact, but I've heard that if the Raiders beat the Dogs, the Red Pandas will pick the Raiders.
Well, they want the Mikey versus PJ. They want Mikey and Poi against that team. They want the friendship battle.
Yeah. And that's what I heard too. Is they really want to play against them. So if the Raiders win, I know who the Red Pandas are going to pick.
I think honestly the hardest position to be in right now is I honestly I say it's your team, the Munich Mice, because there's so many possibilities of the next meta coming through. We're seeing a Mei kind of a semi nerf. I think the slow is pretty good as well, so I wouldn't call it exactly a hard nerf. So you can still play your preferred Rhine meta, but at the same time, do we see another tank just randomly rise up?
I know, yeah. And then also you have to look at this too from what it sounds like. I don't think they're going to touch Ramattra at all.
Yep, I don't think that's been the case either.
The big question is, are the Red Pandas going to be like super good with their Ramattra meta?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think we can all see the Red Pandas in the finals, but we'll focus on this map. The 8-9. This game isn't over. This round ain't over. We're not worried about the pick'ems just yet. The Hog.
They also keep Skycer in for this map. I guess they want to run the Junker Queen again.
The Hog. Your potential final map for the season. You whip out the final final boss. It's interesting. Skycer falls very low and Poe goes down. So I think there's play for hooks on the map right now. As Lumpy just kind of sitting there off the coast looking to hook off the Junker Queen. I mean, if you can't kill Junker Queen in a neutral fight, you just pull her off and get all the HP in one. But Skycer already killed 2 people on the fight. So the Hog is not quite finding what they want so far.
Not the Junker Queen, in my opinion. It's just the Junker Queen is just gonna farm you. He is already 70% to ult.
Oh, but the hook comes in. There you go. That's the game changer we wanted from the Lumpy Hog.
That's the thing is, like, first fight he didn't hit a single hook, but then he hits a hook and it's like single-handedly gonna win the fight. So.
And with EJ going down, yeah, it's gonna be a fight win. Like you said, 1 hook, 1 fight win. The Suzu just in time to dodge that hook that would have landed.
Skycer's gonna have his ult soon, and then you hit that. If you don't have the cleanse for Lumpy, Lumpy's just gonna get taken down instantly.
I just want to watch this Roadhog gameplay, honestly.
The Coconuts have to have Zuki hit the biggest Suzu of her life. It's gonna be really tough to play into this.
Oh, the hook just.
Oh no!
I was gonna do that to you. Lumpy goes off the map as EJ hits the boop. The supportal combat is huge here. 2 picks. The Angel is stuck in a corner. Gets bullied for her lunch money.
5 ults coming up from the Chimps. Lumpy Seal does go onto the JQ.
He got his one.
I mean, if you were to tell me he would have to swap to the JQ after having the lead on the point, I'd take that if I was them.
This hero's ass. I'm ass. I mean, a free 33% for a Roadhog comp. I'll take that. You might just win the match off that. You know, we'll give it to an honorary match victory. But they're re-engaged here with the Casino Rush. They know they have the ult advantage here. Both are sides. But whoa, Skycer!
He got trapped.
And Angel finds 3. Angel here going massive on the point. Poke tries to do anything to bring it back in their team's favor, but it's not going to be nearly enough. As, oh, what a big trap from Wreck Cactus.
The Gulag guy's at it again. Loses his ult.
The Gulag guys. I like that.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I don't know if he mistimed when the trap was going to expire or if he just didn't notice he was trapped, but that's rough to lose your Junker Queen ult like that.
Super Gulag time extended for Skycer yet again. But here comes the blade out from Angel and Poke. Dealing it down, but the beat comes in here for EJ to keep him nice and healthy. And Angel falls so low, the whole squad just turned around to look at her. Connectivity has the overclock here for the re-engage as well. Lumpy falls pretty weak, but Wookie healed up. A nice anti-nade out from Cat. But here comes the overclock. Not quite going to find the kills. Never mind. Connectivity will find one over on Zucchini. The point's still in favor of Cancun, but will flip here pretty quickly. And this is such a scrappy map, Paninii. I mean, my God. Will any team win 2 in a row?
Yeah. You do have 2 really big ults, the Tire and the Rampage coming out from the I keep forgetting their names, the Coconuts. And then they might be able to build this Rampage in time for the Chimps, though.
9% and counting. Both teams are going to have their Casino Rush, or they're going to have their Rampages.
Cleansed.
Connectivity goes down. A good opening pick here right now. And Lumpy Seal, that's 2, 3 here for the Cancun Coconuts. Make that 4. It's just poking a desperation battle against the world right now. We'll fight Angel. Genji diff asserted, but the point will not be in their favor for very long. But there's still one fight here for both our sides. Kaiser will have his ult to re-engage with, but can Cat just shut down with the Tire?
We're here. And Skycer also has this Rampage, so if he managed to survive this... Oh, they're going out the other door. He doesn't know.
Here comes the Tire out from the back line. Finds EJ! Lose out on your Lucio. You might be able to last for just a couple more seconds here. He's not going to be back in time for his battle to commence. The Tire is broken and comes on through. It's a 3-man anti here from Skycer, but Skycer in no position to touch the point right now. Angel find connectivity. Cat goes down though with the axe swing, and Skycer's still very strong, very healthy on point. Red Cat's heavy HP. Poke might clutch this out here on point. The axe swing on through onto Zucchini. Zucchini falls so low. The Suzu comes in. She somehow stays alive through all this potential pressure. But now they're just stuck in a small room against a Junker Queen. It doesn't look good for Red Cactus. It doesn't look good for Zucchini. The point is still in favor right now of the Cancun Coconuts, but it's going to flip here for C4C. And now, so many ults on both sides. Who let this man cook? Angel is kind of low right now. Is she going to die? Angel goes down. The blade.
Don't have any touchers.
No touchers in chat.
Hey, I thought for sure they were going to pull it off.
I thought that Tire was going to be enough, but...
Yeah.
I think if Lumpy stays hogged, they'd probably win the map. You know, I'm going to say it. You can't say it was wrong because you didn't see it happen. Schrodinger's box, but...
when Lumpy was on hog, they were up in percentage. That's all I know.
they ended up in percentage, yeah. I think the team probably commanded him to swap, and honestly, huge misplay from Cancun. But now Angel will go over on the Pharah here for this point, which is a very good Pharah point. So can Connectivity shut that down? Or are they going to go over onto Symmetra and leave it basically...
It's TP out of spawn, I'm sure.
Angel is saying some absolutely sus things in chat right now, but of course it's expected of my fearless admin. But Red Cactus we're onto the Tracer yet again.
I think Mercy Lucio?
No, Mercy. They're going for a speed boost out spawn.
Oh, for the speed boost, okay.
But here comes the pressure. Angel's already in their backline now. Chad falls so low. The Suzu just in time to stop that final direct from landing and get the final blow. So now really, if you are the C4C, who do you just jump on? Oh, Cat falls so low, but gets out just in time. But they never mind. They find the pharmacy on the ground. The boop of all things finds the Pharah. And now it's a 3-on-5 on point. And it's just Lumpy. Who let this man cook? He's sent back to spawn. Learn the recipe.
I don't know how I wasn't watching the Pharah Mercy. I don't know how they ended up lower. Maybe they were just trying to respect connectivity. Maybe they got too low and they're just trying to back up to the team.
The conch, the conch just sent Angel flying down towards the floor, so for the unluckiers.
Yeah, if they're able to play this kind of slow, they should be able to set up Angel in a really good point to put in a lot of damage in.
It looks like she's right there, putting in that work, but the axe swing is going to land, though, from Skycer over on to the Pharah. Poke is in your back line, putting some pressure. EJ a bit aggressive right now. Oh, but the can't quite land. And with Lumpy still going down, that might already be the fight over here. Connectivity, though, is isolated here by Angel. We'll put in some work. But Poke and Skycer's holding down this point right now. No fear of the Pharah in the sky. Just keeping them back. Zucchini forces the Suzy for themselves. Kind of isolated right now. They are just playing very split. There's really nothing they can do, but you think the split would work in favor of the anti-Junker Queen style, but all it's doing is just allowing them to go collapse on one target and get the kills, get the picks.
Yeah, because the problem is running this far, you're leaving your Junker Queen really susceptible, because the Chimps want to play like in a group. Since the Junker Queen's not going to have extra healing like from the Lucio, and it's not going to have like extra damage from like the front line. If Angel does not get set up in time, you can just run over Sky, or you can run over a Lumpy Seal on the Junker Queen because there's not enough support for him.
The point comes in. Angel will find one with that barrage, but will take him down herself. However, Red Cash might flip the point here. Looks like they're going to do so. Yes, and the Doctor comes in as well from Cat. They get the res over onto Angel, so now it's a 5-4. The Pulse Bomb not quite going to land, but Chad with another kill here. Very close on both their sides, but point did flip in all the chaos in favor of Cancun. So right now, they're taking this Angel now in the sky. Still very close, but it looks like Cancun are going to take this as they lose out onto their Kiriko. And Lumpy Seal just going very aggressive.
No one's helping Cat. They should get Skycer here, though.
EJ?
He wants to keep Skycer up. They want to take this fight.
It's working. It's working. They get the kill on Red Cactus. And now Lumpy Seal falls so low. Zuki just TP's right in front of the Junker Queen and gets melee to death.
They just never shot Skycer.
That's
Everyone
so
on the team just ran past Skycer and was like looking for more, but no one else was alive, and Skycer was just in the back line and killed Cat.
And Angel goes down in a bit of a stagger here. Now 81% and counting as last fight territory here, and both DPS ults ready to use. Lumpy Seal with that rampage. But that's all they got. Angel to make adjustments over onto the Echo.
Zuki goes on to Moira. With Skycer 77% to rampage, I don't know if Moira's the play.
Here comes a blade out from Poke, looking to get something done here, but there's Flyway along the way. Connectivity going to go down to Angel's long-range beam. And no picks coming off the side of the blade or the overclock. Angel with 2 here. Building up very quickly towards that duplicate here. They got to this point, looks like they're going to do so. Angel with another here. Angel going ballistic. Skycer use that rampage last second. Desperate try to get something done. EJ will find the pill over onto Angel. So Skycer is here. The pulse bomb goes wide. Cat falls very weak here. Nice knife here. Cat falls solo. Cat's 1 HP. Cat gets swung on, goes down. Lose EJ. So Skycer gets the world right now. The return of Chad to the point. The point still has not flipped here. But Lumpy Seal finally takes on the menace of Skycer. The super gulag made this man strong, but not strong enough. And they are going to flip here. But look at this composition. This is something to behold.
Yeah, so Angel kill 5, I guess, is the new meta for the Coconuts. Angel got, I think, 4 kills on that fight. With the Echo now at dupe, you can duplicate the Junker Queen, and you might be able to get a really quick rampage here. Really no ults here outside of the Coalescence, which the Coalescence is an ultimate. It's one of the ultimates of the game. Oh, EJ! EJ's so low. Oh
EJ's gonna go down. And here comes a Coalescence, especially his final blow potentially here. The shout used by Skycer, but Zucchini just running away. All the pressure going to be put on her, but the fade mid-Coalescence works wonders. And they get to pick on the Poke, and somehow they're making us work 80% and counting. They have dupe. They're going to have their own. They're going to have basically 2 Junker Queen rushes here, as well as the Valkyrie. We could be seeing a map 5.3.
Yeah, Angel is just not going to let this team lose. Yeah, the duplicate is now up. Now you're going to have probably double rampage this fight here from the Coconuts, which is going to be really tough to play against.
Gets a duplicate here, goes in for the fall down swing, and connectivity goes down early. Already has it in 1 axe swing, goes on through, gets EJ, and goes down. And that Lumpy Seal just build it slowly to their own. That's... Skycer gets double rampage into a corner. Someone get this man some extra launch money because he's got all taken. And we're going to map 3. Like you said, Angel refuses to lose.
Angel had probably one of the most unfortunate drafts I've seen. 2 drafted players are not on the team anymore, and Angel is just making it work. Angel is willing this team to win. Was that 4 fights in a row where Angel gets like a 3K into the fight?
Absolutely
is Zuki gonna stay on Moira?
Now, if you excuse me, take over casting production for 1 fight.
Okay.
Jumping water.
Unlucky. So it looks like Zuki is opting to stay on this Moira. No, never mind. It was a bait. Oh no, they're gonna swap Moira. So they're not gonna have the speed. So if the coconuts or the chimps can actually identify that they're lacking the speed, they can opt to play really fast under the backline here. But again, Angel is on Echo, so early pot shots. Angel uses shout, tries to run over the backline. Poke does have recall out, so they can Poke can get away there. They trade. Chad goes down, but so does Angel.
The connectivity falls very low there as the dive comes in. Cat falling very low as well, but gets the edge of the shout. So it gets a nice boost of health, but it's just 1-for-1 on both sides. It's just trading and trading and trading. Zucchini forced to fade back to point, but finally the King of Coconut is taking advantage here in the fight. Skyster swings on through, but Lumpy Seal with the advantage there on the Joker Queen axe swing will find the final blow. And that will be a fight win.
Shad dying really early there. It's really difficult to run this this Joker Queen setup without the Kiriko. I think you can kind of like have a chance to win if you're down your Lucio, but the Kiriko just provides so much healing in this comp. You need to keep it up, or keep your Kiriko up to be able to win the fight. Poke did put a lot of work in, so Poke is actually really close to this bomb. If you manage to hit like Cat or even Angel with this bomb, it might be really big here.
Yeah, no Suzu to cleanse his pulse bomb. Zucchini falls so weak early. The shout from Lumpy, it's a 1-for-1, but he loses on to Zucchini. He can't build that coalescence for his fight for this recontest. The nice stick on the Angel. Pulse falls so
really
low.
They might be able to punish Skycer here. Rampage is up from Lumpy Seal.
You decide to invest here. Red Cactus half HP being chased down by Poke right now. Red Cactus falls very low, and they're probably going to hold on to this, I would think. Cat falling so weak as well. Okay, decides to use it now. As Angel does return the fight, so it could be turnable here. As Angel close to duplicate here, 94% and counting, but connectivity with the slow orb will get the kill. Skycer goes down, but Zucchini again can't use a coalescence here. The beat from EJ beats the Ejax allegations yet again. And Lumpy goes down finally, and the point stays again in favor, or is going to flip here for C4C.
No, I do understand that the Rampage from Lumpy Seal might have been an overinvestment, but the fact they were able to keep that fight going for so long, they got like an extra like 40% out of that one Rampage, so that's actually kind of value there.
And they forced out beat, so not the worst part.
Did force out beat, and now Angel is really close to this duplicate. You can also look to have a... If Angel can get this Rampage, it might be big here. Skycer's going to have like basically a free one with no Kiriko.
Skycer goes... It only goes on a 1 though. It only gets Lumpy, but they do get the kill. So trying to build up. It's still Junker Queen on both sides here. Overclock, investment for connectivity on the flank here. Connectivity finds Cat. Angel can't build up this... She can't build it. She finally just got it, but it goes out before she can even invest it. And now Skycer will find another final blow here in the fight, and now Red Cactus goes down to the knife.
Yeah, but they traded duplicate for not Kitsune Rush, for Beat, Overclocked, and Rampage. Those are 3 really big ults to get out, and then now they're going to have a lot of ults to... The Kitsune Rush is going to be tough for them to push into, but they're going to have the Rampage first. That's gonna, if they can build that first, that might be a really good...
Engaging here with the Valkyrie, looking for the contest here. They do recontest with the Casino Rush on both our sides. We have the Coalescence goes down immediately. They can't get any value out of that one. The Casino Rush is simply too much pressure. They get the res though. Cat and the Valkyrie form. LC nice and safe through that resurrection. They have the pulse bomb here from Poke. The Suzu is forced out pretty early. Red Cactus lays it down. We'll find EJ. As one trade. Both supports are down right now for C4C. Cancun might turn this here as Angel with the stickies gets another kill. Angel with 3 here. Angel going crazy. And the point is going to flip over, and they still have Lumpy Seal's Rampage here.
Yeah, EJ's not going to have the beat either, so it's going to come down to Chad to try to cleanse this if it ends up being a big Rampage. Angel is also at another duplicate again. So it's going to be possibly 2 duplicates versus 1.
They're putting pretty slow here. It is going to be a last fight here for basically both sides, but Lumpy Seal is ready to engage. It looks like with this Joker Queen ultimate, just gonna yeet it. He only has 1, only gets on a 1. But Angel with the duplicate as well has their own. But the bubble pulse is a 2 for 2 for DPS kills here. Skycer engaged with their own, but Angel does not get healed up. We'll find Red Cactus, but is Angel still with the help of Zucchini staying nice and healthy? Angel is going crazy right now. Poke on point alone. Poke so. Poking Azuki, it's a 1-on-1. It's a Tracer against a Coalescence. No, EJ returns and steals it.
Swaps from both tanks coming out, so very different swaps coming from each tank. Skycer, I think, opts to go to the ball to get back quickly, but I think ball might have a little bit of trouble with the comp they're running right now.
Ball will have trouble, but you have an overclocking activity as well as the beat from EJ. Oh, Lumpy Seal goes down! Not a good start here. Angel falls real weak as well, but they can't land the blow. Cat trying to stay alive for as long as possible. May looking for res here on Lumpy Seal, but they can't get it. Racax goes down, 1 DPS down. Angel is gonna get Susan to stay 11 time. The beat from EJ will keep team nice and healthy. Sky's looking for a slam down, but Cat has a Valkyrie. Will stay in the sky, keep the team nice and healthy, nice and healed up. Zucchini will find one. Poke goes down. EJ is stunned up and does pin from Lumpy Seal. Somehow they make a Lumpy with 2. The Valkyrie is massive from Paige. Keep the team nice and healthy. Angel is still there, builds a point. Both DPS almost have their ultimates here. Another charge in. Somehow the Cancun Coconuts have done it, and they're moving on to our next round. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, but not for the Coconuts. C4C sent packing in our first round.
Matching Hangzhou Spark skins too. I didn't even realize that. What an incredible series.
I hope every playoff game's like that.
Yeah. So the fight where Lumpy had just swapped onto Ryan, charged in, died instantly. I was like, that's over. And then Lumpy, they stall it long enough for Lumpy to get back, and then Lumpy charges EJ, gets the kill, and then that ends up being like massive for the fight. As Riddle Dog would say, "Hole mole."
Ole mole.
Hole mole.
What a battle. What a series. The 8 and 9 did not fail to disappoint there. Map 5 banger. Map 3 points of map 5. 100 to 99 there on the last point. Couldn't ask for any more in our first round of Aurora Overwatch Clash playoffs. And now we have the unfortunate job of selecting the MVP from the Cancun Coconuts. And there's so many options you could go with here.
I think there's really only one option. I think there was a very deciding player in almost every single map they played. I'm trying to think if there's any other like any other like argument I could put against the other players. Are there Lumpy Hog? Okay. Yeah, I think it's hard not to pick Angel, like just straight up. Especially last point on the Echo, she was like hard farming. A lot of really good plays on Winston. I don't know if you want to give it to someone else, but my pick would be Angel.
I mean, it's hard to not get to Angel. I wanted to shout to Zucchini, though. I thought she had a very good series.
Yes. The support line in general played really well.
Yep. Paige and Zucchini both had a great showing there.
Really
that Valkyrie clutch on the last point of point C of Nepal was insane as well, keeping the team alive. So, yeah, we can bring Angel in for a quick interview. Let's see. There she is. Congratulations on the victory there, Angel, and player of the match. Initial thoughts on the quote-unquote upset of 9 beating 8 in our first round of the playoffs.
We were just trying to get the series over as quick as we could. We weren't really caring much.
You're just having fun.
Yeah.
Swag
so talk me through what was going through. I want to know what your comms were like on that last point. Because the last point.
So, you know when Lumpy pinned in at the end?
Yeah.
He heard Derek say go in when Derek said don't go in.
Oh.
And then we were just like half the last play was us just talking about him saying don't go in. And then we were like, wait, what the ball?
Yeah. And then he came back and he got another pin.
Yeah, the pin on the Lucia. Did he Ajax them?
I don't think so. I don't think he Ejaxed. I think EJ avoided the Ejax allegations.
I do not think he hit one today, but if he would, I think we would have all pointed it out.
Yeah, I just know at the end I heard like a loud voice from Lucio, then he died. So
yeah. So who looking into next match? Your team's gonna get picked. What?
Wait, which teams are left? I don't know.
So there's going to be the top 4 teams are going to select maps. So it's going to be the Rotterdam Red Pandas, the Mutant Mice, Tortuga Team 2, and
I don't know. Whoever picks first will pick us.
You think so? Are you excited? Are you excited to play the Rotterdam Red Pandas?
I don't really care who we play. Doesn't change what I'm going to do.
True.
I just come in. Don't just like talk a little bit, click buttons, and then in between maps, I'm like, hey, do you guys like this map? And I'm like, does anyone have any opinions? No one says a word. Then we go into a map.
Yeah. I checked the tapes. EJ did not ejax that last point.
Yeah, I know. I
He
checked.
right before it, but he did get it off in time.
All right. Well,
So-
El Clasico. If you could be player of the match, who would you choose and why?
Lumpy,
Lumpy.
go.
Let's go.
That's my reason why.
What was the
Go.
idea behind that hog pick from Lumpy? Was that planned,
We
or was that
locked the
just
map. I'm like, Lumpy, this is your time. Lock hog. And he's like, I probably shouldn't go hog. I'm like, lock hog. And I gaslit him until he went hog.
Oh my god.
But it's like the 1 point of control, so like it doesn't matter if we lose that one if we win the next two. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna
You
do
wanna
it
go?
for. I got nothing. You can't ask a question outside of El Clasico.
Yeah, what the heck?
Anyway, we'll send you. Oh, she's gone. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for us here at the Overwatch Clash Season 2 Playoffs Round 1 game between the number 8 seed C4C and number 9 Cancun Coconuts. Cancun Coconuts advance to the next round. Panini, any closing thoughts before we send us off here?
If all of the matches are that competitive, it's going to be a really fun playoff series.
Very true. We don't have the next match scheduled yet, but both do default over to Saturday 8 p.m. So if they don't think of anything before then, we will see you guys next time, Saturday at 8 p.m. CST, for either the Rosa Rages 2 versus Junkyard Dogs or the Paris Paper Planes versus Overwatch team. For Panini, I've been Booney. Thank you so much for joining this very scuffed stream. We hope you had a good time. It's a great match, and we hope them all be bangers like this in the future. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great rest of your evening, guys.